Hello and welcome, everyone, and welcome to Mistress Winter's Court. I am your humble hostess, Mistress Winter. Thank you all for joining us for our return to the Facite after these long couple of weeks where we were on holiday break. This is the Facite, Stories from Parasande. Let's first reintroduce our wonderful players. Please tell us your name and who you are playing and where our viewers might find you in the cyber realms, starting with Abby.
Hi everyone, I'm Abby Marie Curtis. I play Aheerah, and you can find me on Instagram at Abby_Marie_Cook.
Fantastic. And Dennis.
Hi, I'm Dennis. I'm the okayest DM on YouTube and the okayest___ DM on Twitter.
And Joey.
I'm Joey. I'm playing Delphinium or Finn, and you can find me at Prince Perry Pastille on TikTok.
And Joe.
Hi, I'm Joe. And I am playing Serana tonight, and you can find me on most social medias at Mary Happy 2.
And Corey.
Yeah, that's me. I'm Corey. I'm playing Zara tonight, and you can find me on Twitter at lovedays_, and that's LOV, and I'm excited to be here.
And I am so excited for us all to return to the Facite. You will notice our wonderful new layout that I hope everybody will enjoy. There won't be any weird shifting. I'll be able to just quickly click over to combat, the combat map whenever that happens. And I am excited to show that off. But for now, let's run our intro.
New overlay, thoh.
It does look great.
Oh, and we're back. As we're talking behind the scenes about the layout. All right. So we did have to break last time pretty abruptly, where we didn't get to resolve a couple of things, including the quest that you had recently finished, including a music box. So we're going to start there, where you were all gathered in the mead hall on the Delver's Nest, and you had just interacted with this small goblin bard named Kibberly, who had revealed that she knows a lot more about, well, Aheerah specifically than anybody would have expected, and dropped a couple of mystery bombs right in your laps. Further, you still have the topic of the music box and your mysterious patron, Sir Ferahst, and his agent, Ciaman, to deal with. So, that is where we are going to begin. What do you want to do?
Probably approach Simon if he's... Is it noon?
It,
Yeah, what time is it?
yeah, it is actually early evening, and sure enough, Simon is in the back of the hall, uh, rolling that platinum coin between his knuckles, watching you closely.
Well, it seems like he already knows we're here.
I think I had the music box last.
Here, turn around. Let me check your pack.
Yeah.
Okay, I got it.
All
Let's go meet our employer, maybe? I don't know. I hope we can get another job within the next couple weeks.
Okay.
And I'll walk up to Simon with the music box in hand.
Welcome back. I see that you have succeeded in your mission.
Yes, we have. So here's the music box, and I'll set it on the table.
Excellent. And he reaches out to grab it.
I'll put my hand on it.
He stops his coin.
We agreed half before and half after, as far as payment goes, correct?
We did, but if you allow me to inspect the product.
You're gonna want to fix the bottle.
Slowly. I'll slowly peel my hand off of it.
He palms the coin and gingerly takes the box. He turns it over, peers for a long time at the bottom. Did you open it?
Well, we tried. We had to thaw it out for you first. We needed to make sure it was a music box in the first place.
And did you get it working?
Well, it's very clearly a music box, at least, judging by the parts. Right, Finn?
Yep.
You're avoiding the question.
And the question was, did we get it working?
Yes.
We tried. There were several missing parts that we attempted to replace.
But you didn't get it to actually play.
We think we did, but we don't know if everything was as it should be.
So you got it. So you did hear the music.
There was music, if you can call it that.
Well, that is a dilemma. For that was something we were trying to avoid.
Well, then the contract should have explicitly stated that we weren't to attempt to check and make sure that it was indeed a music box. If you don't want us to do our due diligence as employees, then maybe you should let us know next time. We're happy to follow instructions, but there need to be instructions.
Well, in that case. Well, a deal is a deal. But I am definitely going to have to speak with Sir Ferahst about how he wants you to proceed, or how I should proceed. And in a flourish, he absconds with the music box under his robes and draws out a small purse that he chucks onto the table. There's the rest of your payment.
Thank you kindly.
Real quick. So, what, what do you mean we weren't supposed to listen to it, and now you're confused about how to proceed? Like, are we gonna die? Like, did we awaken some monster within the deep? Like, what's going on?
It's a sensitive matter, and it was. Let me just say that Sir Ferahst would appreciate if you kept anything that you gleaned from this music box to yourselves. It would behoove you and would avoid any unpleasant events going forward.
I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna like pop up from somebody's shoulder. I feel like secret things shouldn't be in music boxes where just anybody could discover it.
Without context, the secret is useless. But if you know what Sir Ferahst knows, and I know one of you does, the context matters. And it becomes a dangerous secret. Wouldn't you agree, Archie?
I'm going to look around the mead hall. Is there anybody within, eavesdropping distance of this group?
It's yes, but the mead hall is always full of sound, with delvers and workers coming and going, chatting over their food and such.
I don't think that any more of this conversation should be had until it can be had in private.
Fair. Sir Ferahst does appreciate discretion.
As do we.
Do you have
So
a
you can
proposed meeting?
rest assured. No. Well, I don't know. Would Archie know a good meeting place, having lived here for a while?
Potentially. I mean, the Delver's Nest is always going to be very busy. There's usually someone everywhere. So you'd either have to go topside or head into one of the dugouts, deep into one of the dugouts, to find an alcove or tunnel where nobody's can overhear.
With my Snowfields black market lore, what I know of places where people can discuss things that they don't want to be overheard, if they're making deals, illicit of making illegal deals wherever, they wouldn't do it in the streets. They would go to back rooms. Would I know a merchant, a black market merchant that would have one of those rooms?
Go ahead and give me a underworld lore.
14.
You haven't gotten as established into the present day underworld that you have a lot of contacts and resources. But there may be a little shack topside and a mousy little guy, Craben, who you could kick out of his shack for a little bit. It's not the most.
I know of a
secure area.
place topside. I know of a place topside where we could meet, but I don't know if it's to your liking, Simon. I understand you enjoy the finer things in life, and those won't be found in the place I have in mind.
I can, as you might say, slum it for a few minutes. We're not going to be staying the night together, are we?
That's
No.
presumptuous, isn't it?
Then lead the way.
Okay. Will we be able to get a meeting with Sir Frost at any point? I'd be happy to know our employer. And I think I speak for all of us when I say we might be interested in taking more jobs for him if he needs delvers.
Sir Frost sends me as proxy. So, no, that is not in the cards, as it were. And I think we're going to pause real quick because we're getting a lot of messages that we are severely delayed and such on Twitch. So I'm going to end the stream and then come back and hopefully that fixes things because I am seeing a lot of drop frames and such. I'm hoping that a quick restart will help, but give us about a minute and we'll be right back. Back to what we were doing. You were going to a private place to talk to Simon. And kicking your contact Craven out of his little shack in order to have it as a place for clandestine meetings.
Okay. We should be safe to talk here. Now, Simon, I need to hear it from you. If you would be so kind, sir. What do you mean by danger? I have an idea, but I don't know if it's what you're thinking.
I don't know that I'm at liberty to discuss that information. But suffice it to say, the music box is a key to something very dangerous and something that people might kill for if they knew what it was hiding.
And how many people do know what it's hiding?
Not a lot that are alive today.
Spooky. Okay.
Any other questions?
Yes. And I hate to ask this of you, but we might have more information I need to discuss with my friends first, though.
Very well. You're entitled to your privacy, so I will step outside.
Thank you.
And they will exit the small rickety shack, and the door closes behind them.
Do we tell him that its maker is still alive?
I mean, I feel like that was a counterintuitive point. Like, we didn't really want to do that earlier. Do we want to do it?
I
don't know about
say-
you, but I want more information on this, and I feel like we need to give some to get some.
That makes sense to me.
I mean, it doesn't seem like they would tell like the exact authorities, like the proper authorities. It seems like they're a little outside of things, so maybe it would spare the maker from having to sort of be unfrozen, at least for a little bit.
Keep this secretive, then there's no point in reporting us because it's a self-report, so
We won't get in trouble. I like it.
Mm-hmm.
But I want to make it clear that I trust all of you. And if any one of you is uncomfortable with telling them, this Sir Frost and Ciaman, about the light Augip we found, then speak up now, and I will give you all veto power.
don't see why not. Do we tell them about the shaded ones?
Feel like he might know about those, so it's worth a shot. But I also don't want to reveal our entire hand.
We could hold on to that, maybe. Keep it from them at least for now and see what they do with this bit of information.
And you, Serana, I don't think you would want them prying into how you know what you know.
Probably not. I've heard some not great things about people who openly share their gifts. So, I don't know. Well, whatever that thing is, it's a key to something horrible, and now they have it, and we don't know if they're going to be good with it, so why should we tell them more things? We need, like, a goodwill gesture or something. I mean, yeah, they paid us, but, like, money, I feel like we need to, like, I don't know. I feel like they need to do something for us. We did things for them.
We're not going to give them this information for nothing.
Yeah, we should, what do we want?
A gesture of goodwill, like you said. That would be an
but,
excellent start.
Wait.
Or
Another job?
Mm-hmm.
Another job, more information, gesture of goodwill. I think that's fair.
that way we can work out what we should and shouldn't report. Because if we don't know what's forbidden knowledge, then...
Yeah, especially if they're not gonna put, don't open this or don't touch this. in their contracts when we can just go in there and open things? Like, who's not gonna try to play a music box if you find it? Who?
I know, right?
That's how
I
people
don't-
get cursed, you know?
I mean, Pandora, you know.
Yeah. When they don't provide enough instructions.
Book thing, story thing happened while you were asleep. Don't worry about it.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll go get him. Let's see if we can get this deal taken care of. I'd like a break after this is done. And I'll go open the door and see if he's actually still outside or not.
They are casually flicking that coin between their knuckles, just basking in the glittering, snowy landscape during the sundown.
It's pretty out here, but the information's inside.
Oh, natural splendor or clandestine information. Tough decision. Oh well. And they'll follow back in. So,
I'm starting to appreciate this guy more and more.
What decision has your little group come to?
Of course, we've not told you everything. You've successfully sussed out that, yeah, we listened to the music box. Big deal. We want to know that we want a gesture of your and Sir Ferahst's goodwill to know that you won't use it for its dangerous purpose.
I will give you this. That Sir Ferahst's motives are benevolent. He wishes to see this danger contained and put away securely so that no one has access to do with it what they will.
Except Sir Ferahst.
Though you might never have the pleasure of meeting him, I can impart to you that he is a benefactor, a benevolent patron, intent only on the safety and security of this region.
I'll look to my friends for confirmation, acceptance, something.
I want to roll something for this because I
Yeah. Vibe check.
vibe check time.
Vibe check.
Let's do a vibe check. What are we rolling?
Yeah, what is a vibe check classified for you?
So, I was looking this up, but cannot for the life of me. I know I had find what it was.
Would it be diplomacy?
No, oddly not. I think it was society, but
Interesting.
The only one that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
Here we go. Sense motive. That's Game Mastery Guide. I don't need that. Here we go. It's a secret perception check that I make.
Oh.
Oh!
Wild.
I love how we all just reacted to that.
We were way off.
All right, so who all is attempting this? Okay.
Aheerah.
You're just like, I am a doll. Ah!
And what are your perception bonuses starting with Joey? Or Finn?
8.
Huh?
+8.
Nice. Joe?
My society, you said, or perception?
Yep, perception.
+6.
All right. And Zara.
5.
So, in general, all of you rolled really well. In particular, Finn, you haven't been out in society at large, you know, keeping to the academic circles and preferring to read the faces of books rather than the faces of other people. However, you remember once reading a book on tells and how to read body language, and as marshaled as Ciaman is, in fact, you probably peg them as a gambler. They wear a certain face in order to hide extraneous expressions and not to give away anything. However, there's a bit of a tick when it comes to the coin that they are rolling between their knuckles, that if they're attempting to hide something, the coin moves a little bit faster. That being the case, he doesn't seem, or they don't seem to be lying. Their expression of who Sir Ferahst is a deeply held belief. Whether that's the true reality of it, it's hard to say. But Ciaman is not intentionally misleading you.
She'd like to pose one question. Just one.
Ask away.
Sir Frost may be benevolent, yes. But is it a secret we can really keep safe?
How do
Is
you
our-
mean?
I mean, he might know what it is and how to prevent it. But can he prevent it? Is he capable?
Sir Ferahst has boundless resources, and should he acquire the object of his mission, then I surely believe that he will be able to secure it away and protect it. However, acquiring it may be difficult. I propose this. I will go speak to your patron and see what can be done to offer you another contract. One in which you will be part and parcel to acquiring, securing, and ridding the world of this danger. Satisfactory?
That's significantly more than what I was expecting.
Mm.
And I think in return to further win Sir Frost's favor for us, we have one more piece of information to offer.
Oh,
A game-changing one.
ooh, do tell.
Rethai Opina, the man who made that music box, has not yet been shaded. It is possible he will be resurrected.
You found him.
We found him and we did not report it.
He's
Intriguing.
barricaded behind a lot of stuff.
He would certainly know of this danger and know how to secure it. He may be an asset yet. Would you be willing to share the location of this Ret Hyopina?
Same place as the music box.
It was in his daughter's hand.
Then I shall send a team, an extraction team, if you will, to recover the poor man. And perhaps his information will aid you in your future mission.
If he's coherent when he comes out of the ice.
That remains to be seen. It may take some time, though. I trust you'll be sticking around for a while?
I don't think we have any plans to go anywhere. We'll be here.
Good.
Of course, now we might have first dibs on Sir Frost's future delves, right?
I can guarantee it. Then do take a couple of weeks. Find something to busy yourselves. And I will contact you when I have more information and we are ready to begin. Does that sound fair?
Thank you. That is most agreeable.
Very good.
Yep.
You have an excellent rest of your day, Simon.
You too. And do try to find better lodging. This is, not adequate. Especially of
Noted.
friends of Sir Ferahst. Ciao. And Simon will disappear out into the crowd of locals as they go about their business topside.
The instant he's gone, you can see Archie just deflate. Oh, please, someone else do the talking next time. Oh my god, I haven't been so stressed in years.
I can do it. I don't think any of you are gonna like it.
He doesn't like it when I talk.
Uh,
They don't
I
like it when I talk.
I could, but I think that someone who's been above ground for, like, longer than a little bit. How long have I been? When did I run away? It's been a minute. Someone who's been above ground should talk more than me. I don't really know how things work up here.
Much contact with people not in academia, but if you catch me up to speed, maybe I can help.
Well, you certainly did a good job negotiating with them, Finn.
I got a little nervous at one point. I don't think they're a bad person. Just
That's
nervous.
the vibe I was feeling. I just didn't want to move ahead without all of you are okay. I don't know about you, but I'm really hungry. But no, whatever Aheerah has to say is more important than food.
Back to get food? I don't think it needs to be a secret.
Sorry, you cut out there. A little bit.
Multitasking.
What'd you say?
What doesn't need to be a secret?
I can ask it while we're looking to get food. I don't think it needs to be a secret. But I was gonna ask.
No.
Walk and talk then.
Yeah.
Yeah, we can, yeah. Also, once this is over with, we need to process what happened earlier.
Mm-hmm.
I still need to understand what that means.
Ideas, but
Understand what
Wait,
means.
how does this work?
Oh, understand what me means.
Yes.
Oh.
Hmm.
Well, you can ask me questions while we did.
Okay,
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
let's go.
But, and as we're walking, I'll ask, why do you think it's a dilemma that we listen to the song? Do you think the song has something to do with this danger that Ciaman keeps talking about? Because my mama used to sing that song to me, or hum it.
it may not be as apparent as it seems. It couldn't, maybe not the lyrics, but like, say if you put the words into like a code and shifted them, or the order of the notes. Anything can be in code.
Sure. I guess that makes sense.
And I mean, the more people who know about something, the more likely it is to get out. So, even if it isn't in a code, the fact that we know a song that is a piece of a puzzle means we're a liability. Because we could tell anybody if we chose to.
I feel like we're safe from Ciaman, and maybe safe from Sir Ferahst. I was worried about that going into it. I didn't want to spend the rest of my life looking over my shoulder for something I knew.
Yeah, it slightly worried me a little bit whenever he was like, or whenever they were like, "Ooh, don't you know something about this, Archie?" And I was like,
Wait, do that impression of Ciaman again.
"Hold on."
You gotta do the fingers too.
Oh yeah. Did I do it like this?
Yeah, there you go. There you go.
Okay. Oh, wait. I got it better. She's just gonna turn into their entire.
Incredible.
Don't you know a little bit about that, Archie? Is that cool, right?
Excellent job.
Brilliant.
And she'll change back and just be like, I love doing that.
Oh, that's great. Is there anything you wish to accomplish before you call it a night?
Some good food.
Okay.
I want to
Easily
get
done.
drunk with these people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll try alcohol again. I'll see how that goes.
Yeah.
Let's see how that goes.
You all share rounds and rounds of ale and mead down in the Delver's Nest. It flows aplenty. There's plenty of food and other drink. And you joke and party with one another. You rub elbows, as it were, with the other Delvers and make a few acquaintances and such. All in all, it is a celebratory night. And I think that we will end that night. And we are going to drop into our downtime. So while we were on break, I had our wonderful characters make a few rolls and determine how successful they were during their next couple of weeks. First up, we have Archie. Archie, you spend the next 2 weeks between meeting up with the group and having dinner or breakfast, maybe. Making sure to keep connected over these next couple weeks. You spend the next couple weeks providing healthcare to the locals. You set up shop on the top side, a small tent attached to the recovery house where you went through your physical rehabilitation. And you take care of scrapes and bruises, minor wounds, and all around just providing care and comfort to the locals. Your actions, and you don't charge for it, your actions cause your reputation to begin to spread among the locals, and they begin to regard you as a trusted physician, as someone that they can turn to when they need help. During those 2 weeks, you do see a team of Delvers carrying up bright algips, carefully pulling them from the loading platforms and carrying them into the longhouse for recovery, or dethaw and recovery. And one of those you recognize as Red. Aheerah. During your 2 weeks, you spend long hours at a bench sewing. You offer your skills to the head quartermaster, Orej, and he is so impressed by your efficiency, your long-lasting stitching that seems to improve the quality of his equipment. And he is so impressed that he pays you a a modest pay, so you get some silver for that, and he opens up a tab for you at his store so that you can take some equipment as you wish. Also, you split some of your time teaching Zara some of the basics of sewing, and Zara picks it up well enough that they will get a +1 to crafting if they ever try to sew anything or anything dealing with sewing. And then finally, you use some of your off time, quote unquote, to make some gifts for others, and you have accomplished 2 of them. Finn, your work is less exciting, or at least for most people on the outside of academia. You work for the 2 weeks helping with manuscripts, earning a few coins from collector Hessidon, whether that's shelving and organizing the tomes, copying manuscripts and writing stuff down. All of that is included, and collector Hessidon thanks you for your work with a few coin as well. Serana, you, having been apart from your tribe for so long, there is a particular comfort in performing your usual rituals and spiritual practices. As you don't have a temple or a place of worship for the Great Mothers and Akamahali, you perform your rituals wherever you can, and that tends to be in public, which draws the eye or eyes of the locals. And a few of them who are spiritually focused come to you out of curiosity and begin engaging you, watching your rituals, and then asking for prayers, advice, guidance on various spiritual matters. Your demeanor, your guidance and wisdom that you impart onto the locals garners great respect, and the general attitude of the Delvers' encampment just turns for the better for you and the whole party. I am curious though, what do your rituals look like?
So, I think the majority of them, obviously, waking up in the morning and saying a prayer, lighting some incense, definitely taking, like, I know I took something, hold on. Did I? Oh yes, I took a skill feat called Root Magic. And during my daily preparations, I can assemble a small pouch with bits of herbs, hair, sacred oils, and other ritual ingredients, which I can give to an ally. And the first time that day that my ally attempts to do a saving throw against a spell or a haunt, they gain a +1 circumstance bonus to the roll. And the bonus increases if you're an expert in occultism or if you're legendary. So I think she makes those every day. Likely practicing on making those. But I think the reason her ritual is done the way it is done is because there aren't any trees inside. And the sunshine is outside. So she's like, in order to honor the Great Mothers and all others who are involved, it needs to happen closer to nature than inside of a room.
Sure. So, while the snowfields is, by its namesake, mostly snow and ice, one of the magical things about these lands, is that plant life seems to flourish here. It's a particular type of plant life, which usually includes vines and brush and kind of this green-blue grass that grows mostly under the snow. But there are a few trees. And in the village up top, you find the fullest tree that you can. It's still scrawny by any concept that you have of trees, because the ones that you've known have been giant and thick, but this one is this little meek little thing with gnarly branches and such. But still, you find the best one you can and center your rituals around it. Fantastic. And then finally, Zara. Zara, you chose to work as a load worker, or kind of a dock worker, loading pallets and crates on and off the platforms that raise and lower into the Facite. Your tireless dedication and work ethic simply impresses Huldra, the loadmaster that you had spoken with before. And she is happy to toss you a few extra coin at the end of the 2 weeks for your fantastic work. And with that concludes everybody's downtime. I do want to refocus, though, on Aheerah and your searching for answers through Kimberly, the goblin bard who's been hanging around the Delver's Nest. How do you want to approach it? Or her, anyway.
I think, in keeping line of Aheerah, she would just walk up to Kimberly when she sees her when she's not performing, because everyone else told her to wait until she's done performing. And just kind of, yeah, can I talk to you? And then just start, maybe have meals with her, get to know her better, try to build some type of relationship, and then also sprinkle in questions about, like, her Mei and what Kimberly knows specifically about her, what Kimberly knows specifically about Aheerah, and just kind of what it means for her and sort of thing. Also, we'll probably pitch her theories about, like, well, you said I'm older than I think I am. Do you think it's possible that there was also another one like me that was created? And just kind of asking those questions. To anyone else, she's probably a little too trusting of Kimberly and a little too, like, just open with what she's talking about. But this is the first creature that has offered her any information outside of her Mei. And even then, her Mei's information was really secret. So there's very much so this Aheerah feels like she needs Kimberly and, like, trusts her completely, whether that's a good idea or not.
Sure. You're gonna have to slow down. Like, I can't answer all those questions at once, but I'm happy to tell you everything that I know. Well, first a little about me. I went to the Bardic Colleges after I recovered from my sleeping sickness. Oh, and I absolutely adored my education. It has helped me become so much more eloquent and precise in my storytelling. It was absolutely an inspiration for my passion and my creativity. And I have dedicated my life to serving the Illume sisters and spreading their art and magic throughout the world. And I suppose that's how I came about your story. And I am sorry for the confusion. I certainly didn't mean to throw your world into such turmoil.
No, that's okay. I just, no one's. I heard that story for the first time just before I came and talked to you, so to find someone else that knew it. This has been my first time out, no matter how old I am. If I'm really old or really young, this is my first time out and about with people, so just, it's all new.
You haven't been out before?
Not in my memory.
Well, that is strange.
Why is it strange?
Well, this is only rumor and hearsay. But the girl in that story, I do believe that she has ventured out into the world in the last 50 years. Perhaps I am mistaken in that you are a daughter of Della? But no, that's... That is a quandary. Most certain of it. I will have to pray to Sonnet. Perhaps she will gift me with the knowledge.
I think I'm probably a daughter of Della. Because I mean that's my main name in the story. But I don't know. She hasn't told me much from before she got me. So maybe there's another one of me.
That would be interesting indeed. And I would love to meet them. But you are here now. And I am excited to learn about you. But I have a feeling that your story is only just beginning. So I don't have a lot of material to work on, you know. But
I suppose
that you are looking for more information about your maker.
Yes. Yeah, I think it'll help me find her. I've lost her.
So have I. Sadly.
I don't understand.
I'm here with a purpose. I was sent here to be a contact, an agent, if you will, for the avatars to send Della on her mission. Of course, that was a couple weeks ago. And I have not received word from her in some time.
So she was here, and you sent her on her mission?
Mm-hmm.
But you haven't heard from her in weeks.
No. And to be fair, it has been very distressing, but I'm not... She fiddles with a pendant around her neck that has a music note wrapped in sweeping bar chords. Or music bars. Yeah. It's been troubling, to say the least. I guess I found a little bit of hope when you came along. Maybe she called for backup.
She didn't. I haven't heard from her. I'm here to find her because she just kind of left one day and then didn't come back, and then some of the kids in the village found out about what I am, and they know that I'm different, and the town that we live in is not real accepting of people who are different, and so I had to leave. And I have this map with a drawing on it at the Facite, or a stamp or something, and that's all the information I have on where my mame is until I met you.
I feel I can trust you. And you may be the only one who can find Della. Her mission was similar to the one in the story. There is another breach, a growing void somewhere here in the Facite. And she was called upon to use her sewing skills to stitch up reality. But she disappeared into the Facite and has not returned.
When did you start getting concerned? Like, how long generally was it supposed to take her?
I started getting worried after probably the first week. I figured a couple of days at least, and she'd have to come back and refuel her supplies.
Oh, that's not good.
Maybe she's just so self-sufficient that she is doing just fine. But still, that was about 3 weeks ago.
Right. Well, I guess I'll just have to go and find her somehow.
Well, I don't know exactly where she went. I know that she went through the dugout west. And she was looking for the light spinners.
The light spinners?
Yes. I do not know what that is.
I don't know either.
Perhaps you can find someone that can help you figure that information out. But that is information that has escaped me thus far.
Well, I really appreciate you talking with me and sharing with me what you know, and it's comfort. Just have to find her.
I have faith that you will. I don't think that you are here by accident. I do not believe in coincidence and happenstance. I have a feeling that these things happen for a reason, that the avatars are guiding us ever so silently.
One more question.
One more answer.
The avatar that you follow, Sinette, and her, I think I remember you telling me her mother. Do either of them have any connection to the last night before my mama left? She was yelling at something and she claimed it was the moon when I came and asked her. I don't know.
Well, the moon is associated with the great dreamer, Mira, who is mother to the Illume sisters. So, it is possible that you caught your maker in a heated debate with none other than the avatar of dreams herself.
And the avatar of dreams is the one who brought me to life, we think. According to the story.
According to the story, yes.
So that would make my mother of sorts.
I suppose. Just as much as one is a father or a mother. You know, maybe the father to your mother, the maker, the seeder of your maker. That sounds weird. Anyway, I think you get what I'm saying.
So too. Oh, I really appreciate it. Thank you.
Of course. Thank you for dinner.
After our dinner, when I meet up with the group again, I would definitely share everything with them.
Okay.
Wait. So hang on. Back up. So the Lume sisters are the avatars of story making and the arts, right?
I have no idea. I don't know anything about the avatars.
And their mom is Mira, who is avatar of the moon and dreams. And Mira is the one that gave your Maymay, Della, the missions to stitch up reality. Both the first time and now again.
Well, actually, it might be the third time. Because Kimberly also told me that there's rumors that the girl in the story has ventured out into the world, and I haven't done that until now. So, this might be the third time, actually.
So you also have an older sister somewhere.
Maybe. Or I'm older than I thought I was.
Wow, I thought my story was complicated.
Many layers. I mean, that's a lot. How are you holding up?
Here, I'm truthfully just really worried about my main. Deal with everything else later, because then if I find her, then I can ask her and I can talk to her and I can figure all this out and know what the truth is. But I'm really just worried about. I just want her to be okay. I don't know that she is. This is really unlike.
Well, if you really wanted, we could go down there now without a job.
Are we supposed to do that?
No. But I think this is important enough.
I'm afraid it might be dangerous, and I couldn't ask any of y'all to put yourselves in danger for me or my Maymay. You don't know her, and well, you barely know me.
I don't think so.
I have things I need to look for anyway down there, so.
Just want to learn things.
Might as well do all of that at once, 3 birds, 2 stones, however that goes.
Well, what about Ciaman? What if he comes back with another job for us?
We could just wait for that. I'm sure it'll happen,
That was the original plan.
Mm-hmm. And then, who knows, maybe whatever job he has will take us. They have for us, Sir Ferahst. The names are confusing. I've learned a lot of new information today. Maybe it'll take us to the dugout west, and maybe it'll have to do with the light spinners, whoever they are.
Yeah, never heard of them before.
Finn. The most knowledgeable one, yeah. So remind me of your lores. You've got library,
Academia.
Do you have nature?
I believe I'm trained, but not an expert. I'm trained in nature.
Okay. If you will please give me a nature check plus your pursue a lead bonus.
Okay, yeah, because technically Maymay is one of my cases.
Yep.
Okay, so 15 plus numbers.
Plus numbers.
Nature, and then plus 1. I think my pursue a lead is plus 1.
Yes.
So that is 22.
Woo. Very nice. Light spinners are rare spiders. They are found in underground pockets, and their silk is charged with electricity. And there is a rare person tailor, seamstress, whatever, that can take that silk and use it to create clothing or protective gear, stuff like that.
I'll share that with the group.
Well, gee, I wonder who this person could be. Let's think. And you said they live underground, right?
Yep.
So, do you think Mei Mei went to the light spinners first before coming, or is she going down there to find them?
It seems to me that she was looking for them and she went to the dugout west and to look for them. So I would assume she was going to find them. Also, you don't have to keep calling her Mei Mei. I think her name is Della Lore. Kimberly keeps calling her Della Lore. And she saw her and gave her a mission. So if you want to call her Della Lore, please do. I'm going to continue calling her Mei Mei because she is my Mei Mei, but I didn't know her name before now. I didn't really even know she had one. I suppose that was foolish of me.
No. You had no reason to know she had a name. But now that you do, and we do, I guess I'll start using Delalore. But she's not the only person or thing we're looking for down there. Serana, you keep bringing up things you're looking for, and I'm still confused. I mean, you don't have to tell us, but, I mean, you warned us about the shaded Augip coming to attack us. I kind of want to return the favor and help you look for whatever it is you're looking for.
Love to help as well.
I don't really know what I'm looking either. I mean, I do. I guess I'll know it when I see it. There is something hidden down there that will help me figure out something that I need to know, and that's... And also I have visions. The thing that I need to find out has to do with one of the visions that I had, and I kept having over and people were like, "No, it's fine, Serana. Everything is hunky-dory. There is nothing wrong going on here." And I was like, So that's why I'm here. Yeah, had some not so great visions, and I need to figure out what's happening, and it led me here. So I guess that's yeah. And I thought for a second, I thought that the swoopy, scary, ghosty thingy was actually the person I was looking for, but thankfully, I guess not. So, yeah.
So you're looking for a person?
No.
So,
Yes.
so
Angel's
did you?
Rest.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's where I'm from. Yeah. I also don't know my mother's names. Mothers plural. I don't know. Just the great mothers. I've really not seen them much either. We just kind of all take care of each other down there. But yeah.
So, Serana, would you be willing to share with us what the vision you have you kept hoping that what you hear was. And it's okay if not. I understand if you don't want to share it, but we might be able to help if we know as much information as possible. I'm learning slowly that as much information as possible seems to help.
I I don't know if I'm ready to explain it yet.
That's okay.
It'll definitely I'll definitely need to tell you at some point. It just, especially if it happens again. I've had the vision a few times, so if it happens again, I'll just wake up and tell you about it, you know? Just depends.
Aheerah will put her, her arm sort of around Ferahst, just kind of awkwardly rub her shoulder in a way of like, I've seen other people do this before. This should help. And just say, repeat, like, that's okay. You don't have to tell us, you know.
Zara, I feel like you were gonna say something. You were gonna ask me a question. Were you gonna ask me something?
I mean, I was just gonna ask if you could provide, like, if in your vision, I mean, did you see anything, or was it more just of like a feeling in this thing that you're searching for?
I'll say this. None of what I have seen is the word I'm looking for. Unseen. I see everything. I wouldn't say with clarity because I don't know what I'm seeing, but I see things in front of me. It's not just a feeling, it's a full sensory overload. And it's the same every time, at least with this one. But yeah, I see things. I mean the shaded that we dealt with, I saw them and I felt things, and it, yeah. So I don't quite know who I'm looking for. I have a guess of what they look like, but yeah.
You mentioned Akamahali when we were in the Facite.
Uh-huh.
Is that who you're looking for?
No. No.
Oh, thank you. Oh, that's a relief.
Wait, why?
What do you know about Akamahali?
She gave me my powers? What? I'm from where she is buried under a tree. Angel's Rest.
Archie kind of freezes. That's... You don't seem... You seem like a good person.
Yeah, why wouldn't I be? What do you know about... Oh, Okay.
You know me. You know my story. I was alive when the avatars still walked the earth.
You said something. You did. I remember. You said something about her, and I should have said something at the time, and I don't remember what it was, but I know you did, and she she was against someone else.
Yeah, she was against the entirety of my people. She
she wasn't
joined
kinda
the
good.
Phoenix. She helped him destroy the world.
No, that's not how the story goes. This is a lot.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to. Whatever this means, I'm still thankful that you have your visions. Because they saved us down there.
I wouldn't I wouldn't be who I am without the tree, and she is there, and I don't understand how people could be bad from her. I don't. I mean, there's been generations and things since she's, but I worship her, and
Look, there might be pieces of the puzzle that I'm missing. I mean, just because I was alive when the avatars were around doesn't mean I met them. Well, I don't know her.
I have a question for the DM.
Yes.
Based on what I know, so I have in my notes of, as my teachings tell it, she attempted to betray Vios, I can't remember how to pronounce it. Is there any indication of why she tried to betray him? Like, was it to pursue power on her own, or was it because she realized that, like, what he was doing was bad?
Your teachings were that Akamahali helped Vios climb to power, then had a change of heart and threatened to aid the other avatars in bringing Vios down. So Vios cast her out.
So I'm gonna kind of grab at Serana's, like, sleeve. I don't think that Archie does have all the pieces of the puzzle. Because what I know is that she did take part in some less savory things, but changed. I don't know if that brings you any comforts, but I think it means that the stories you were told weren't wrong, were just a different chapter. Maybe a different book entirely, but I don't know. I know that's a lot.
It is. I suppose I should just tell you my vision. It makes more sense now to explain. So, I got my powers from Angel's Rest, the tree. And it's a ceremony, and we eat this fruit, and things happen. And if you see a vision, yada yada yada, you get trained in it. It's great. Mine was wrong. Not that it was wrong. It wasn't incorrect. It was not what I was supposed to see. I saw something I wasn't supposed to see. I saw her story. I saw her fall. I saw the tree, and then I think that's where it was supposed to end, or maybe I was supposed to see myself or something. But I saw my family being ripped apart. And this woman in fire, her eyes were just full of flames, and fire everywhere. And then she saw me, and she cast me out. And that has been on repeat. The vision I had the other night was the first new one I've had in a while. And I more or less ran away from home to figure out what was going on because everyone was telling me everything was fine, seeing things, and I couldn't let it go. So my best friend snuck me out, and here I am. There you go. There's everything, I guess. Yep.
Are you
Oh,
alright?
also, it hurts when I have to. I feel the fire, like in. I don't like actually get hurt or anything, but it's very vivid. So yeah, I'm trying to figure out what's going on with that, and apparently I find out things down here. So either I'm looking for this weird fire lady, which might now possibly be the one I worship, or something else entirely, and I have no clue, and my family does not know where I am. I mean, I'm old enough to be out of the house. I am clearly tall enough, but
That's all right. That's one up on Aheerah.
this is true. I mean, we don't even know how old you are.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Aheerah. I couldn't help it. It was
No,
right
that's
there.
really funny. No, yeah, I wish I'd be shot or 50. Huh. It's weird not knowing your own age, especially when you thought you knew it.
Yeah, I just want to find your Maymay to ask that simple question. No other reasons. Just to be like, how old is Aheerah? Okay. That's
I
And
have
then we can leave,
lots
yeah.
of
Mm-hmm.
and then we
I
can
have
go on our
lots of
merry ways.
questions for my Maymay. Though I feel like our mission is pretty important. So if she hasn't completed it, maybe I need to. And maybe it has something to do with Serana's visions, because there's a breach in reality, apparently.
One more
Yeah,
thing.
that seems bad.
Yeah.
I remember this. Part of the vision was different, and I just remembered. So the lady in the flames and everything, she pounced on this bird made of ice, which made me think of Cephalarine because of the whole wings, frozen things. So I don't know. I don't know. I mean, I don't think I can like fabricate or like facilitate a vision of mine. I haven't thought of doing that to where I could kind of replicate it to see what changes and things like that. But I feel like I'd need training for that. I don't know. I mean, it could be useful, but yeah, I feel like ever since you mentioned your Maymay, I feel like there's some weird connection between us. I don't know
I've been
why.
feeling like that too, oddly enough.
You said a bird was froze. What kind of bird? Do you have any clue what it looked like? Or
Bird
could you
made
just
of
tell
ice.
us?
Bird made of ice.
Did it have a particularly long tail?
Exactly.
It's a bird made of ice. I don't remember. I just saw the fire and the ice and it was very fast. If I have it again, I
Here's
will let you know. I will try to focus on that detail. But
here's the connection I'm making. And yes, I never thought I'd start a journal for someone else's dreams, but here we are. Your fiery lady that you see in your visions pounced on a bird made of ice.
yep.
If that ice bird has a long tail, then I think
It's fine.
we can trust this lady in fire, whatever she gives you in the vision. Because the shadow that raised the shaded Augip to attack us was the shadow of a bird with a very long tail.
But I don't want to trust the lady with the fire. She burned my entire family apart. Supposedly. I mean, not yet. But in the vision, that's what she did, and then she told me to leave. Ugh. This is very
I
confusing.
could be wrong. I hope I'm wrong.
I don't
I mean-
think you're entirely wrong. That's the thing. Maybe I think we're missing parts of the puzzle, but I think you're correct about the bird.
One piece at a time.
I suppose.
Suppose these visions are literal? Are they?
I mean, some things can be taken for metaphor, but usually it's pretty literal, yeah.
Not the one you had when we were down in the Facite and the shadow came and brought the Algips to life and attacked us?
Yep.
Didn't that pretty much happen exactly like your vision?
Give or take a few seconds, yeah.
But also, there is a breach, or supposedly, there's a breach in reality, which I feel like could change things. Maybe it's why you're having visions.
I don't know. Sorry for just, like, shoving all of that on you?
That's
You
what friends are
asked.
for.
You
I did.
asked.
I did just straight up ask. You do
You
not
did.
have
We
to
all are.
apologize.
Yeah. So yeah, I've also not had friends outside of my own family, really. I mean, technically, my best friend was like a very distant cousin. It's very confusing, family lines and things, being a changeling and all that. So,
I've never had friends before either, so I understand.
Me too.
yep.
All right.
But
Oh, that
now
was
we
a
do
dark
have
joke.
friends.
I almost said something super dark. Oh. Am I allowed to say dark things? Do we do that up
I
here?
mean,
On
we were
occasion.
attacked by my undead brethren. Aheerah here is a doll that was made by a witch who serves a goddess that is wants her to fix a hole in. Yeah, you can say dark things. We're used to it by now.
I was just gonna say, I guess, Archie, you don't really have any friends either, because all of them are... Was that too bad? Was that too bad?
No, I've had a year to get over it.
I don't think that's long enough.
Had friends. No.
I have friends now. That's what matters.
Yeah.
Yeah, and hopefully we stay alive for a very long time. All of us.
We should
Yes.
probably get that breach taken care of then. 'Cause I
Yep.
think that might put a damper in plans.
Just a little.
Ugh.
Yeah,
I need a
I
drink.
What? Now? GM, I imagine it's like 3 in the morning and we're the last people in here.
Most of the Delvers have long since gone to bed. There are a few that are kind of pulling a night shift, and some of them trickle in for food and drink before heading back out to whatever midnight tasks they have. But typically, because of available resources and torches and lamp oil and such, you don't want to use too much of that. There's not a lot of activity going on. So yeah, it is dead of night. It's very quiet, and yeah, it's probably about sleep time.
Yeah, time for sleeps.
Yep.
Possibly
Yeah.
terrible dreams.
You will all have to cough up a couple coin for one of the bunk houses up top, as the bunk room here on the Delver's Nest is already full. It's kind of a first come, first serve, and you have to get there early to claim a bed. But the bunk houses up top will provide lodgings.
Speaking of coin, how much was in that sack that Simon gave us?
That is
$2 million.
How much money do we have?
$1 million.
Like one money, please.
Money, please.
Money, please.
I've never done anything
They
like
had
that,
given
like-
you 50 to start with. That was the first half, and then this one included another 50 as well.
Ooh.
And that was in gold?
Yep.
I will hand out 10 each for spending money.
Yay!
Is this what it's like to have parents that give you money?
I don't know.
I don't know either.
I only ever got money for things that my mammy needed me to get for our home, like milk or that sort of thing. And she didn't let me do that very often. I only did it about.
Okay, we're
Not
not
a lot.
sorry, Aheerah. We're not going to teach you how money works tonight. That might
No,
take a
I know how
while.
money works.
Okay, okay. I mean,
I do know that. I don't know a lot, but I do know that. I know how
I
money
don't know
works.
much, but I
I
know
know
how
some
to use
magic,
coin.
and I know how to sew.
On just currency.
All right.
so same time, same place next week to learn everything about Zara and Finn. Cool. I'll see you then.
Your turns now, bitches.
Yeah, yeah.
I have said everything.
It will. It will. I don't think so.
I'm not that interesting.
Yeah. There's
We all
not
have
that much
secrets.
to know about me.
Everyone's interesting.
Not me.
Sometimes I forget I have parents. I should write them.
I'm gonna just wordlessly hand you like a piece of like parchment. Be like, finish this first.
Archie is going to down the rest of his drink and say, well, that's enough secrets for tonight. I think I'm headed to bed.
Yeah, me too.
Okay. You all
I'll
will
go to sleep.
find lodgings that suit your taste. You can always pay a couple of extra to get in the really nice, like, private rooms at the bunkhouses, but otherwise you can just grab one of the many barrack-style bunk beds. Archie, you get settled in for your evening sleep, and the exhaustion just kind of washes over you, and you fall asleep hard. Or at least you think you do. Because in another blink, you're back at the mead hall. You know, resumed or consumed in more conversation with the rest of your party. But they seem more interested in holding discussions amongst each other, leaving you to your own thoughts at the moment. When another delver kind of saddles up into the bench next to you, leans his staff, wedges it between the bench and the table, pulls over a plate of food and kind of tears into some meat and starts chomping it down. Oh, this is always so dry by the time I get here.
I don't know. Get here earlier?
As old as I am, I move in my own pace.
Fair enough. I always found it easier to move at others' paces. Give you some direction when you don't have any.
You'd think after being stationary for as long as you have that you'd want to move around a little bit quicker.
Is the Worldwalker walking my way again?
You might amble by a little bit, catching the scenery. How's the ice-free life treating you?
I'm doing much better than the last time we talked. You can bet on that.
I certainly hope so.
I mean, look at... I've got so much more than I have for the last 30,000 years. And I'll gesture over to the table where the rest of the party is still chatting up.
None of them will ever know the longevity that you've experienced.
I hope they don't.
Same. And the only longevity that they should experience is the peace after life has concluded. But that is not a journey that they should begin on anytime soon. But that depends, I suppose. Do you remember what we talked about that many years ago?
I barely remember most of what happened in the eyesore before it. I know I was supposed to do something. And I swear I was going to ask you. I swear. I just haven't gotten around to it. There's a lot of injured people around here.
Just got lost in the post, eh? Very good. You remember that inky shadow?
Oh,
Uh,
I don't want to feel that again.
So you do. Well, I may need you, or need to ask you a favor,
Anything.
and it may require putting you in its path again. I don't know if you've put it together, but you're a smart fella. I hope so. That same shadow that almost overtook you is what is eating away at your old compatriots. Is
Eating away at people I knew and raising the people that I don't. It's creating an army.
That is certainly a new development. And thus why this has gone on too long. This shadow, this shade, is growing. And we must stop it. Bring it to the light. And end its genocidal warpath.
I'd love to. Question. How exactly do I do that?
Unfortunately, not all of us can speak plainly or directly. Goes against the whole interfering with mortals thing. So I will say this. Follow the threads. And you will
That's it? Oh,
pull at the threads. And you will unravel this mystery. For they are interwoven.
you know, if I write this down here, it's not going to show up when I wake up, is it?
No.
I close my notebook.
I am thankful to my good friend Mira, for lending me their pathways into the dream realm. But alas, that is all it is.
Well, I'll bring this to the best decipherers I know. Glance at the table of friends again. And we'll see what we can get out of it. I just hope you haven't broken some unholy law to tell me.
For every rule and law, there are endless loopholes and workarounds. And that's what I like to do, is to work around my problems.
Well, we are already poised to start this investigation.
I know. And I wish you all the best. And hope that the avatar of fate blesses you on your path. I will be watching. Fret not. And you can always call on me should you require further assistance. And I will do what I can. And with that, he'll climb back up, leaning on his staff, the lantern swinging from its top. And next time, if you would be so kind, bring a jug of rum, something. This old man is parched.
I'll try. It's good to see you, old friend.
And he will disappear as the vision fades and you fall into deep sleep. Well, we have still about a half hour, so I think that we can keep going if you would like. Yes? Okay, awesome.
Yes, please. Yes, please. Yes,
All
please.
night! All night! Pathfinder session!
I did want to ask.
Yeah.
Do I have any vision at all?
Fair enough. In your sleep, a vision does come to you. You find yourself in familiar mists, cool against your skin, and just as confusing. But your feet follow a path that you have walked 1,000, 1,000,000 times. And when the mists part, you know that you are once again home. Angels rest, poised ahead of you. The tree sitting on its small island in the middle of the underground lake. The gnarled root bridge leading to it, like in your ritual. A woman sits under the tree. One you do not recognize. Her hair is a brilliant red. And she cradles in her palms a bright orb of flame. And she just rolls it over, gazing into it.
Can I talk to her?
You take tentative steps across the bridge, drawn to the island. She lowers the orb and looks up. Hello, child.
Who are you?
You know who I am.
I know a lot of people. I've seen you before. I haven't seen you before, but it's very confusing.
Please, have a seat. Join me.
I'll sit next door.
You've gone away from me.
People weren't telling me the truth. I had to find it for myself.
What truth is it that you seek?
Something's not right, and I saw something, and I feel like I wasn't supposed to see it. I felt like I was walking in on something I wasn't supposed to see, but I saw it, and now anytime I bring it up, everyone just says that it's just a fluke. I'm fine. Nothing's wrong.
I won't belittle you or invalidate your experience. Visions are chaotic, shifting. Some tell truths, some lie open-faced. Thus has been my curse, and the gift that I give to you. And it pains me that you would run away with it.
I'm trying to save us. I feel like something terrible is going to happen and no one wants to listen to me, and there are no answers here. There are only answers elsewhere, and someone told me that you're not who I think you are, and I don't know what to do about it.
Believe not others. They deceive you. I hold the truth. If you will have faith in me.
I just don't know what to think about these visions anymore. And now you're holding a ball of fire, and that there's always fire. Why is there always fire? Everything is on fire, and people are being torn apart, and someone told me to leave, and then there's this bird of ice, and my visions helped save people. I had a vision, and it everybody up, and it saved us. We were saved. So it's not that I'm not putting it to good use, and I'm gonna come home. I want to make sure we're all safe, but no one else seems to understand the urgency except for me, and
Do you not
I just want.
believe that I will protect you and my kin, my progeny?
I do. I also worry that we'll be attacked, and damages will be done either way.
Fire is part of my core. As a celestial being, I was born from it. But that does not indicate or make me malevolent. And I like to think that I have proved through generations my benevolent nature. So it pains me to think that I could become suspect, especially to one of my children.
Are you asking me not to trust my gift?
Not in so many words.
You gave it to me. What am I supposed to do with it?
You simply need more training. The great mothers can provide that, but you left them so soon. And when you have completed your training and improved your ability to control the visions, then you will know how to best use your gift to serve the greater good.
Maybe.
We are all connected. You are still connected to me. That is how we are communicating. We are forever bound. And you belong home. With the rest of my children.
And what if I don't come home?
Then your powers will wane. Being so far from the tree, from the source of your gifts, then it is possible the visions will cease completely. Further, your brothers and sisters, cousins, may suffer
Why would they suffer?
I choose.
I'm out here to save them. Why?
I choose who to bestow my gifts on for my reasons that I keep sacred. And for one of those selected few to reject the gift, there is a kind of feedback, a ripple, if you will, from a cut tether that may somehow harm others.
How long do I have?
It's hard to say.
Try.
You command me?
I want to help my family, and I will not let you hurt them due to my choice. How long do I have?
It is not me who is doing the hurting. The longer you stay away, the quicker their suffering comes.
Okay. I'll think about it.
I know that you will want to protect your family. It is best if you come to that decision quickly and return home to them and me. And with that, the vision fades.
This is gonna be a bumpy ride, friends.
Ow!
Zara.
What's happening?
Oh,
Are you kidding?
no!
Okay.
But wait,
Not
there's
me!
more.
Oh God. Okay.
Oh, okay.
Okay, I'm ready.
Scared.
Okay.
It's not so much a vision, but you hear Kimberly's voice from previous, echoing her final poem of that night. O child of snow, slumber well, in your chamber of ice and bed of frozen and white. Fear not the dark, the light comes forth to end the night. Till that day breaks, my shattered song will stream supine and encircle you in my infinite love. And you're not sure, but before you wake, it's almost as if the dark of your sleep is interrupted by the gentle trickle of snowflakes.
Okay.
Morning comes.
Check my notebook first thing.
Your notebook is blank.
Man, it would probably be so easy for him to just write it down for me. And I'll take out a quill and write down the quote that he told me.
Okay.
I'm gonna look around at everybody. Well, that sub's pretty good. How about y'all? Serana?
I slept well.
I have to go home.
Did you have the vision again?
No. It was different. But if I don't go home, something terrible's gonna happen to my family. And I will lose my gift. But I don't want to leave. I don't want to go home.
Why would you lose your gift? Why would something happen to your family? Aren't you here to stop it from happening to your family?
I think she is as bad as I was really hoping she wouldn't be.
If there's anybody left in the bunkhouse, Archie's gonna kick them out.
Yeah, there are. There are only a measly 2 late sleepers. And how are you gonna get them out?
Well, if they're sleeping, I will move their stuff outside the door.
Okay.
If they're not, I'm gonna go up and say, "Hey, can we have the room?"
Give me a diplomacy.
Can I be like behind Archie, just like making myself as like buff as possible? Like trying to like intimidate them a little bit.
If that doesn't work, I'm just gonna burst into tears and scream until people leave.
Do we have the combination of the two?
Oh boy.
Not that we need it. My only roll of the night, natural 20.
Woo! The couple of delvers who are taking a while to get going in the morning kind of glance back and see Serana just ready to sob, and Zara standing behind, just like imposing. They're like, I needed some breakfast anyway. And they will exit the bunkhouse.
If there's a door, I'll close it and then go sit in the circle.
Okay.
Aheerah's gonna go and sit like directly beside Serana and just kind of put her arms around Serana, and try and comfort her as best as she can. Kind of hold her.
As is typical with this culture of the snowfields, the bunkhouse is actually round. It's very large and circular, and at its very center is a hearth. it's an open coal pit with a chute over it for smoke to go up into. And then all of the bunks are arranged in a circle around the hearth. Just to give you a visual.
I'm too far away from the tree. She said that that's me rejecting my gift, that I've run away from my family, and that if I don't come home, bad things will happen to them, and I don't get it. She gave me this gift. Why would she take it? I mean, yeah, I left, but I left for good reason. It wasn't because something bad was happening, but something bad was going to happen, and now something bad is happening because I am not there, and it's very confusing, and I don't understand.
Jen,
Huh?
I don't know if this is considered blasphemous in any way, but is she either not powerful enough to help you beyond the tree, or is she just not helping you?
Oh.
The avatars go everywhere, don't they?
Well, I mean, she's buried under a tree, but at the same time, we're connected, and we were connected through my vision last night. So what? Yeah! What gives?
It doesn't sound very nice.
And she said I wasn't trained enough. I'm 26. I'm plenty trained. Sure, I have more things to learn, but I'm smart. She said I wasn't.
PhD at 26? That's training. You have time.
I mean, I lived for a very long time as a changeling.
Mm.
We last a while. But
Wait,
you're...
is your whole family changelings?
Yeah. Why?
This might not be an okay thing to ask, but I kind of have to. Is there a way to identify you when you're not in your usual guise?
I don't know, GM, is there? I don't know.
What do you... I guess I'm not sure what you're reaching at, Archie.
Like if they have a scar across their eye or something, that always stays no matter what form they're in.
Oh, gotcha. So is there persistent traits or anything?
Persistent, like, visual traits, yeah.
That is a very good question, actually.
I like that question.
Yeah.
That's a good question.
Good question.
I like that boulder. That's a nice boulder.
That's a nice boulder. Yep. Oh, let's see. Heritage or ancestries, I guess. For changelings, that's a versatile heritage, correct? Yeah.
Correct.
And what feat did you take, if I may ask?
Please hold. Changeling lore.
Oh, changing lore? Okay.
Yeah. So I should know this.
Yeah, well,
Theoretically.
I was looking to see what your shape-changing ability, like how far that kind of reached, which doesn't actually look like it has any major effects.
The only thing that's gonna affect me is my my oracle mystery. Physically.
Right. And remind me what that is?
Life.
Right. Your ability to change shape is very minor. So you can affect certain aspects, like maybe some change your hair color a little bit, skin color, but everybody can tell that you're still a changeling.
Makes sense. So yes.
So
Would we
it's,
still-
let's say, in completely hypothetically, if your parents or someone from your family was here to keep an eye on you, you would be able to tell if you saw them.
Yeah.
Okay.
But nobody
Okay.
else leaves home. That was like the first one.
Okay.
I
am
will
kind of surprised.
amend, Serana, that not everyone in your tribe was a changeling. Some of them were other ancestries who had been called there or found their way there somehow, but they are few and far in between.
Yep. That's why I don't know who's my brother versus uncles or whatever, because you hags, man. But yeah.
I don't want to put it directly to a question, but I don't see any other way around it. What do you want to do?
I don't know. I really
Well,
don't.
if you'd like, we can help you figure it out.
I
I'll
think I need
support
that.
you.
Yeah. I think I need that.
Great.
That would be helpful.
All right, I'm sorry. I gotta go. I have some patients that I needed to check up on this morning.
Oh, right. Oh, I still need to go talk to the collector about my stories. I keep meaning to do that.
All right.
We still need to get another job. So many things are happening. I'm glad I have you guys, though.
Me too.
And the hugs are nice. They're good. I think that's what those. Yeah. Hugs. They're good.
I will give more of them then.
Thanks.
Everybody group hugs. And then
Archie's very hesitant.
oh,
I will try not to push any of you. You're all so small.
and goes about their day as our group decides what paths they will be taking in the very near future. But for now, that will be our session for this evening. Thank you all who have stuck around and watched this with us, who have bore through the technical difficulties that we had here in the beginning. We really appreciate your patience and glad that you stuck around to see more of this wonderful group and the Facite. I hope that you will join us again next Monday, same time, same place, to delve back into the Facite and maybe explore some of these story threads that we are creating. Thank you, everyone. Abby, Dennis, Joey, Joe, Corey, you are all fantastic, and I cannot wait until Monday comes around again, where we can reclaim our Mondays. Hope you all have a wonderful night and a great week, and we will see you next time. Bye-bye.